Broadcasting live from sunny South Florida, and the best way to start your Saturday. This is KMA Talk Radio. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of fine cigars. And now your KMA crew. The man with the scoop, William Cooper. Alex the Goat Tavella. And always telling it like it is, Honest Abe Dababneh.
I like to smoke them like the Winston Churchill. Like John Kennedy, yeah. Remember Coach Red Auerbach, smoked up for victory, yeah. Well, you can take my wife, you can take my car, but you can't take my big cigar. My cigar, yeah.
Good morning to all our loyal listeners, libertarians, and lovers of the leaf. Honest Abe here, and we're broadcasting KMA Talk Radio live as we do every Saturday morning, the best way to start your Saturday. And I'm here with our trusted KMA crew today, the man we know and call the GOAT, Alex Tavella, and our dear friend always bringing us news, industry news, rumor and teaser free, William the Scoop Cooper, and our dear friend John McTavish, aka the Surgeon, is off this week. So it'll be a three-man crew carrying you through this Saturday morning. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. You lost faith in me. You lost a little faith in me.
Why did I lose faith in you?
You touched the buttons. You thought I
didn't touch nothing.
Oh, I thought you were trying to get yourself in.
No, I didn't touch nothing.
Okay. Never mind. You didn't lose faith in me. Because it paused on me. I thought we were both trying to add you in at the same time.
No, I don't try. I don't fuck with that.
I take it back.
I don't fuck with that, man. I don't even want to do the fucking commercials.
No, I know.
Fuck. So we took a week off last week. Back this week.
Oh, that's right. I didn't miss the show. We were all off. That's right.
We were all away. I was away.
And everybody, literally.
You took a family trip. How was that?
It was great. It was great. It really was, man. Ocean City, New Jersey is, if you got kids in the ages of, 5 to 14, 15, man, it's the place to go. That's the one thing that Florida doesn't have. We don't have, with all the beachfront, we don't have like a nice boardwalk. We don't have it down here.
Seriously, really?
Yeah, Hollywood's not a board. With rides, you had to go to Busch Gardens, and
I wonder why we don't.
There's nothing like.
It's not like we don't have enough coastline.
And listen, what's nice about Ocean City, and especially when you're with kids, it's a completely dry town. There's no booze in it. It's not even BYOB.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes, but you know what that does, Abe? That means I can still have a great time on the boardwalk with my kids at midnight. You know what I'm saying? With no assholes like me at 20 running around fucking drunk high. It's a good time. It is just a really great time. They went on rides. Plus, my friend from Philly, my good friend, he got a room for the weekend and his kids, so they came down. Carmine had kids to play with. We had a great time. But no, if you got kids, Ocean City is a spot, man.
Now you went later. How long did you go for? Because I
went Tuesday to Sunday. Yeah, she left Saturday to Sunday. I went Tuesday to Sunday.
Oh, that's still pretty good.
Which is still plenty of trip. We spent a day in Philly. Went to the Franklin Institute Museum. Yeah, we had a good time.
Cool.
We go once a year, so we make the best of it.
What did you do last weekend, Coop?
Well, I wasn't away last weekend. I was actually home, and just an enjoyable weekend at home because last month I was doing a lot of traveling. So.
Yeah, you were.
I was and I'm hoping to stay home till October. October is my next travel month. So,
yeah, we had an in and out flight in Chicago. We flew in Friday and basically flew back Sunday. I had to go to my uncle's funeral. It was nice service. My uncle lived out his years in West Virginia, small town too, man. Because if you go visit him in the airport, the nearest airport's like 2 hours away to get to him. And it was really nice because all my cousins, his kids and his wife, because I guess they had a service in Chicago, which is what we went home for. And then they had a service also overseas. So there was like 3 services for them. So it was kind of nice.
Right. So you went to Chicago. The service was in Chicago.
Yeah, because there'd be nobody in West Virginia.
Yeah.
Other than my
closest
cousin.
neighbor. The closest neighbor is 10 miles away.
Yeah, other than my cousins, we're going to come to Chicago anyway. So we get to see them and see all the rest of, my family.
That makes sense.
Yeah, there was probably like 100 people there. It was good to see everybody. It was a quick in and out. That was pretty much it. So what are you guys lighting up today? And what are you guys at home lighting up right now, enjoying the show?
I'm going Wawa Coffee. This is a Wawa Coffee type of weekend for me. After all that talk, I'm not leaving the fucking house this weekend besides to go get a haircut. It's relax season. Cooper, is that the sun-grown?
No, this is the Maduro. This is the Maduro and the Robusto. Yeah.
Maduro.
Yep. So today, today's the 16-year anniversary of Cigar Coop. So I'm smoking some of my favorites.
Congratulations.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, thank you.
Shit, I'd have fired up something nice.
Yeah,
well, I mean, if that's your favorite, then it's nice, is what I look at. Right?
I agree. Yeah.
You should have said something. Could even prepped a little video or something.
Oh, that's
right. Something. I didn't know.
Yep. So it's a big day.
My foundation getting smoked this morning, huh? Fucking.
That's a big foundation.
I got hooked on that foundation cigar that was in the Hanukkah box, that Tabernacle Night Command.
Yes, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
That cigar is amazing. That cigar.
Let me tell you something. I've now. I mean, when did I go to Jordan? It's got to be 3-4 years ago. I've been working. I've been working with Nick. I've been working with Nick. Yeah, she's going. I'm trying to fucking multitask. One kid's got to get picked up in Uber. One kid's got to get the fuck out of the house. What was I talking about, boys?
You had gone to Jordan.
Oh yeah. So when we went to go see the pyramids, I got really inspired by the pyramids. So, well, Doc, here's my smoke that I'm going to smoke after the show. I haven't had one in a long while, so I wanted to revisit it. It was the Wagashi. So this should be interesting. I got inspired by the pyramids, and you know, I called Nick from the Middle East and talked to him about this project I want to do, and he was so excited. And it's literally taken this long, and it will drop in 2027. He's shown me bands, he's got boxes, everything looks amazing. Sent over some blends, and I think this is going to be a really huge hit with fans, and I'm very, very excited about it. So,
yeah, that's exciting.
Hey, I swear to God, when you posted that picture, I literally said, "Oh shit, I forgot about that fucking project."
That's how long it's been, man.
No, I literally was like, "Oh shit, that's right."
So honestly, I think at some point, you know, he's doing really nice packaging, so that's been a little bit of a hang up. But I think at some point he told me like we could have probably gotten it out this year, but at that point, because of the theme and the inspiration for the cigar and Arabian Nights being the theme for the Great Smoke, I said, listen, I got a perfect idea. Let's just, I need it by this date, because this is when, you know, it's going to be put out. It really works. So
he got hit by the fire. I mean, the fire hit him as a company pretty hard when.
Of course.
Yeah. So there were, I'm sure there were other circumstances besides that, but yes, yeah, he was definitely hit by that fire.
No, hands down. A lot of people were.
Oh yeah.
This has been an interesting new release from the PCA this year.
I like that cigar.
You know, I have really warmed up to. I was talking to Eric from Dojo. I really warmed up with that cigar, and so did he. That's a very good cigar. It kind of got, not that it was bad, it kind of got lost for me, I think, when all the PCA releases, and that turned out to be an excellent cigar.
Interesting PCA this year. What else was going on this week? So yeah, we went home to Chicago, worked with Nick, and a lot of things. And you know, I don't know about you, but is this year like flying by, man?
I don't know. We fucking say that every year, but
this year's been fast, so
ever, man. Like I feel like I'm so behind already on the Great Smoke, and you know, still not even finishing up Summer Saka. And I mean, like we talked about the last show. I mean, I'm literally postponing like a 30th anniversary celebration, doing it very Fuente-esque and Padron-esque. I'm just going to have it next year because I didn't have time to even work on it.
And you don't want to slap it together. I totally
no,
get it. Yeah,
no, there's no reason. There's no reason to jam it all up.
Well,
you know,
you're up to something. You're up to something too.
Yeah,
I mean, I am up to something, but it's not going to get done in time. You know, it's
I know, but listen, it's okay. You're up to something.
You're up to something. Yeah, I figured that too. Yeah, obviously he's got something big, and we'll know what it is.
It's just so much things going on, and like I said, time's going faster. Like, days are going faster. Like I start Monday, next thing I know, it's the weekend. We're getting up for KMA. It's like, I don't know. It could be an age thing.
I think it's an age thing, to be honest with you.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Because same thing, though. I'll be like, oh, fuck, it's Thursday. I didn't build the show yet. Let me get fucking.
Right?
Because on Monday, I'll be like, all right, let me get Carlos. I got it. All right, I'll do it later. But next thing I know, it's Thursday. And I'm like, fuck.
You know, like what's happened to me a lot lately, like I got to reach out to this guy or get back to this guy. And it's like over the weekend, it's like I'll reach out to him Monday morning, and Monday morning comes up. I say, okay, well, usually I like to get a lot of calls like that on my drive back and forth, right? Because nothing's going on. I just start making calls. People are, and next thing I know, it's like Thursday night, and I didn't make that fucking call yet. It's like, dude, where'd the whole week go?
But not only that, too, Abe, I think, especially like for us, and because I don't know, to me, it's still weird that they go back to school this early, but I feel like that's
me too. That's ridiculous.
But I feel like it's still also like, okay, well, once they go back to school, it's like, oh shit, we're on the fucking back end of the year now. You know what I mean? It's like you start to realize, shit, where the fuck 2026 go?
You know,
I just stopped writing 2025 in days.
I like just got used to writing 2026 on shit.
You know, we would go back to school the week after Labor Day in New York. I mean,
September. See
you now. We didn't get all the days off they got either, but still,
of course. I mean, it balances out.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but we always had a 3-month summer, 3 solid months. These kids here now get like 2 months.
We had 10
That's really all they get.
New York. We had 10 weeks in New York.
They literally get 2 months and whatever, 8 days, whatever it comes out to.
Yeah.
And that's the truth, Paul. I try to avoid as much regrets in my life as possible. I hate those regrets.
No regrets.
That should be a t-shirt. No regrets.
I think it is.
Yeah, kids get a way shorter summer vacation now.
Yeah, but look how many days off they get.
That's it.
It's a ridiculous amount of days off they get during the year.
Listen, I don't know if they get a ridiculous amount of days off, but the only thing that I know they get more than we had is Thanksgiving.
Go ahead.
For Thanksgiving, we got off like the Wednesday before Thanksgiving and had Thursday, Friday, and the weekend. I think they get the whole week off now. Maybe I don't know. I can't remember.
They get the whole week off. Anytime there's a 3-day weekend, they make it a 4-day weekend, and then you factor in all those half days. Like when I was living in New Jersey, we had about 35 half days during the school year. They scheduled.
There's a thing that didn't exist, at least when I went to fucking school, but there was never a day off for like a teacher administration day or whatever the fuck they do. Like the kids just
exactly.
We did.
Did you?
I did.
We ain't never had that shit in Catholic
not
school.
when we were.
The nuns didn't get that fucking day off.
No, not in the New York City schools. They didn't have that. They did their admin work after school.
Ryan, this is not a new episode, my friend. You're watching a pre-recorded one,
this
okay?
Is pre-recorded. We actually did this
pre-recorded, yes.
Yeah,
June 12th, 2025. So. Appreciate you tuning in.
That's funny. Yeah, that could be too. Where'd it go? There it is. Good to have you this morning, Doc. So yeah, now my daughter, Alex couldn't relate, but he was making fun of me in the green room. But like I literally said, like this is the last weekend with our daughter. You know, we drop her off to college next year. He's like, get the fuck out of here. But yeah,
make
dude,
it sound like you're laying her to rest.
I didn't even drive. We didn't drive our kids to college. We made them go on their own. So.
Did you really?
Yeah. Like most of them went. The only one we took down was my son Timmy went to Full Sail. That was the one we did. That was a long move. But the other ones that were 90 miles away, like App State and South Carolina, you go yourself. Load the car up and go yourself. You don't need us.
Interesting. Well, so it's really funny because to show you how times have changed. They've ordered so much shit. The shit's been coming from Amazon fucking every day.
Well, I remember that. Yeah, I had to get a storage room at one point.
And I've been like debating and arguing. I'm like, fuck, just order the fucking essentials, please. The rest of this shit, once she gets there and settles in, we can just order it and have it delivered right to her fucking dorm.
That's exactly, yes.
Why the fuck are we lugging fucking 2 cars and driving all this shit down there? And I was starting to get pissed because I've been telling them this, because when I went to college, and I remember, man, I went to Indiana University. My first year, I was in McNutt Crone dormitory, and my room was on the top floor, 4th floor, no fucking elevators. And I remember carrying all that fucking shit up 4 flights of stairs. And she's on the 4th floor. So finally she goes, Dad, I have a scheduled time. And when we get there, guys unload everything. They put them on these carts and they have these big elevators and they just take them up to your floor and drop it all off in your room. I said, are you fucking serious? I'm like, well, fuck, order everything.
Yeah.
I can't, I mean, that's crazy. They got an elevator and they got guys to unload the car and bring it to the room. Jeez.
So most of my dorm rooms are becoming more scarce these days. And
they're
now
harder
more
to get.
housing's moved off campus.
They're harder to get.
I look at what a couple of my kids had for apartments. I'm like, these are nicer than some of the apartments I had when I first got married. I'm like,
so she's got some kind of, she's going to FIU. She's got some kind of and it's a dormitory. It's through campus, but it's like an apartment. It's a 2-bedroom apartment they got. So she's got a roommate in her room, and there's another 2 girls, and they've all met like somewhere over the summer. And the other 2 girls got the other room, and they got a kitchen and a living room. So it's like a 2-bedroom apartment. That's the dorm. Meanwhile, I had like a military fucking bunk thing.
Yeah.
Me, 1 bed with me and about 3 feet to the fucking other asshole's bed.
Hold it, FIU. This is not far, Abe. She's going. You're like she's going
Listen. Miami's another country. Miami's another country, bro. Miami's another country. I'm not driving down there.
Take your helicopter and go.
She can take the Bright Line to come up and visit when she wants to visit. Because I'm not letting her take her car because you don't need a car in Miami. What the fuck are you going to do with a car in Miami? Where are you going to park it? Where are you going to drive to? You could walk to places quicker than you could get by car in Miami.
It's part of why I didn't own a car in Philly for 27
years.
Yeah.
I do like the area. That's the Westchester area, FIU. I like that area though.
Well, look who's motherfucking alive.
Oh, look at that.
Out of the shadows. Good to see you this morning, Vince. Yeah, I only stayed in the dorms my first year. Then I moved off campus. Yeah, that's why I only got her 1 year dormitory, in the Florida program, because I just figured she would live off campus.
When we had the off-campus housing, I had to sign leases even if they were coming home for the summer. I had to pay for it. Yeah.
Well, it depends, because in Indiana there was a lot of apartment complexes that had 9 month leases, which I thought was pretty cool.
That is cool. Yeah, we didn't have that option.
Not every place had 9 month leases, but some actually. I mean, listen, it's smart too. If I got a housing complex, man, I'll get all the students 9 months.
Yeah.
You charge them a little bit more. They'd rather have a 9 month lease, and then you just do whatever you do in the summer, get what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what people do in Ocean City, dude. They'll sell they'll rent their house for $10,000 a month for 3 months. They don't give a shit if it covers the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. They go live somewhere else for 3 months.
Right.
I think a lot of people do that in like high traffic tourist areas where they know a lot of people are coming. Airbnbs and shit.
Why not?
I don't know.
At this point, I don't want to. I don't. If it was a house I wasn't like, that's second house, but I don't want. I'm not renting my house out that I live in.
Right. Me neither. Where somebody else is gonna walk through all my shit, or I got to unload all my shit for them to come over for 2 weeks. Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Oh, I don't blame you.
But so this is like our last weekend. We're going to see Spider. Are you? I know Alex is semi. Are you an MCU fan, Coop?
Not really.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed either. Seriously. But yeah, we're gonna go see Spider-Man Brand New Day tomorrow, and then tomorrow we're gonna take you to a nice dinner, which I'm kind of excited about, because we have like a few where we want to go to nice places. We have a few that we like regularly, but we picked a place out that my wife and I remembered, and I don't even think she remembered, because once she's got into dried fish, I think before she got into Bach, because all through her training, she had this violin, and then it came the time where we had to go get her a real violin. I think I talked about it sometime. Buying a violin for somebody, or even yourself, River, it's like a fucking 4 or 5 hour process.
Yeah, you told us,
and they're not cheap. And they're not cheap.
They're not cheap.
$1,000 they start. I want to say it.
Cheap is a couple thousand.
Yeah,
okay?
Cheap.
They're not cheap, and but you go in this room that has like 200 violins. And they pretty much want you to play every one. And then if you like the sound of one, then they put it on the side. Then you keep playing. Then if you like, they put it. And then when you narrowed it down to the 3 that you really like, then they go through this other process. It took like 3 hours. If I'd known, I would never went. But we were hungry because when we got out, and we went to this really nice restaurant that we've never been back to before. And Petra was really young, so I'm not sure if she'll remember it. But we're going to that restaurant that we went after that violin experience, see if she remembers ever being there. So that's tomorrow. And then and it's what's really weird, the dynamic between my wife and my daughter. They have the last 2 or 3 weeks overtime together. Like Petra going to meet her pottery, whatever. I think they're both really starting to grind in about her going to college, to the point where my wife's birthday is at the end of the month. And I said to Petra, are you going to come up for her birthday? We'll probably go out for a nice dinner or something. And she goes, no, Mom told me not to come up. She's not going to be in a celebratory mood. It's like my wife's already like anticipating her depression of the daughter going away. I told her, just come up. Don't listen to her.
It ends quick.
Yeah.
They bring a load of laundry and stuff, and it's all gone.
Hey, listen, look, I tried to bribe her to go to FAU, which is only like 40 minutes from here, 20 minutes from where I work. I could have went daily or weekly, go take her out to lunch or whatever. I really tried. I literally told her, if you go to FAU, I would let you take your car.
Abe, FIU's not even Miami. You take the turnpike down for that. You're not anywhere near Miami really with that, are you?
I don't remember. The only time I went down there was when I lectured there, and I made the drive like at 5 a.m.
Did you get asked this year to go? They're doing it again.
No, probably not.
If they're doing it, I think in September this year.
No, I was too good. They would never want anybody good to come back. What's funny is they reached out to me to be involved in. I forgot all about this until you just mentioned that. What's that program they bought from Oliva? What was it called?
The Cigar Academy.
Yeah, they reached out to me to see if I would be on a board or advisory board or something for that Cigar Academy. I told them, listen, I really, really thank you for the offer. It's an honor, but
You do
between
good
what I
with
got,
it.
what?
Yeah, you would do good with that, actually.
Hey, Coop, I just don't have the time.
Yeah, I get it. No, I get it.
I
Yeah.
just don't have the time.
Yeah.
I will tell you one thing is, and this is when I started being more careful with my time. There was a 1 or 2 year period, 1.5, where Smoke Inn really wasn't experiencing growth, and it was. I was caught off guard. We had really comparatively lower sales volume of a year than prior, and we had always been growing. And it was during my tenure as chairman of the board for Sindicato Cigars. It was the time, the effort, the focus of putting that whole project together, working on it, whatever. And honestly, it was an unfruitful tenure. Everything was an uphill.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it was an uphill battle. And I said, look, I can't let my company and my business and my employees suffer because I'm focusing on shit that's not worth the time. It's not worth the time for me, not that it's not worth the time for itself. So yeah, I'm very cautious about, committing to things like that because timing's just not there anymore. It really isn't.
Yeah, no, plus, I mean, look, I just know how you operate, and you're not able to
coast.
Not even coast. If you take that on,
I'll be working it.
You're going to be spending non-TGS nights in the office doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what.
Yeah.
Because you understand the ask is the ask of what is expected from you, and for you to give what's expected for you, you're going to be fucking sitting in the office and all, and it's fucking consuming time that you don't have. No, I get it.
Well, the other thing, and it's kind of why I've kind of been not involved as much in the industry as I was early in my career. The other thing is that it's just too much uphill battle. You come up with a great idea, 5 people don't think it's a good idea. 5 people come up with something that's absolutely absurd, and you're the one person telling them, no, dude, this is a bad idea. Don't do this. And who needs that struggle? If I'm going to do something like that for a company or organization, I don't want to fight 8 people on what's a good idea and what's a bad idea. I'd rather just take the brunt, and if I fuck up, you let me go. You say I suck at my job, and that's it.
Listen, I agree with you in this. The only places where benevolent dictatorships works are in a business. Just tell me which way we're going, man. And that's the way we're going.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait for 12 people to figure out which way we might be going.
That's the problem with all that kind of stuff. It's just too many different minds. Everybody, and you got to be respectful because everybody has their own opinion. But some things, like you just blatantly say, that's a terrible idea. But no, they're all gung ho on it, and it's just too much work. It's too much work. But I wish them luck. I'm not sure.
Absolutely.
I'm still not sure what it's supposed to do completely.
I thought they bought it and it was all done, but it seems like it's not.
No, they're trying to rebuild it from the information I got. They're trying to rebuild it.
That's what I had heard too. That's why we were going to review one of the courses, and if they're redoing it, I figured we just wait, but do a review of the course to see how good it is.
Yeah, I think they're trying to restructure it and do a couple things. And, it looks, you never know.
Yeah.
Could be a real nice program at the end of the day.
I do think. Well, look, I do think PCA needed to put a focus on education. They had nothing years ago, so I mean, they are starting to go in that direction. I give them credit on that.
They absolutely do. But here's where it gets funny. Like even when I went and did that lecture or whatever you want to call it, that seminar at FIU last year.
Would it didn't vet any of the speakers or the content?
Yeah.
That was
you have a great
exactly.
idea, then you have a terrible execution of the idea. You got people coming and one guy, all he's doing the whole time is just promoting his shop. Hey, this is what we do because we're amazing and we're awesome and blah 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 blah. And one guy could barely talk, and it's like I if you're gonna do it, just really vet and get the people who are really gonna Not because you think they're industry leaders or you think that people will recognize their name. Get people who are really going to serve the purpose of what you want and provide a real educational experience for people who I found out after the fact were paying money to be there.
Yep.
It wasn't like a free seminar. These people paid money to come. Give them a good service. Give them a good
I didn't
service.
realize it was a paid event.
Bro, it was a paid event. They bought a ticket.
It wasn't
I had
cheap.
no-
It was a several $100s, those tickets.
I think it was like $500 or $600.
Yeah.
I had no clue what the fuck I was doing. I literally thought I was going to lecture to a graduating college class of kids, who were studying hospitality and would give them, life
Right,
guidance.
You
right,
found out.
right.
I was telling you about it on the show. I remember you didn't know yet. Like,
I found out when I got there. I started seeing all
Yeah.
these people like, what the fuck are you doing here? What the fuck are you doing
Yeah.
here? What the fuck are you doing here? And then I started talking like, oh, you paid to be here? I'm like, holy shit.
Yep.
But that's the problem. Sometimes you can have a great idea, and great ideas are great, but if you can't execute on it, and I think that's where most projects fail, is the execution of an idea. It's a lot easier to have an idea than execute an idea. Try to read the
Yeah,
comments.
for
A lot of comments. Yeah, for sure. What else we got going on? I don't know.
Football back, Coop, huh? We got some football.
Oh,
some
I
preseason.
know.
Preseason just started, didn't it?
Yeah. Which is another thing. You're like, it's another mark. You're like, shit, fucking football's back already. The year's flying by.
Yeah. I mean, I always love the optimism that every team has optimism going into the football season.
Yeah, of course.
And it's how quick the optimism could die after game 1.
Get snuffed.
Like, the Eagles are a great example. I mean, there's nothing because the Eagles are Philadelphia's team, and the city lives and dies with the Eagles. So they get bad in that opening day. It's a long season.
I just like when football season comes around the shops too. Like the guys have been waiting 4 months. None of them watch fucking baseball. I know they're not baseball guys, but they've been waiting. Finally, like football's back for them.
Yeah, it's a whole different vibe in the shop during football season.
Yeah.
And there's like so much football. You got Sunday, you got Monday, you got Thursday, you got Saturday. It's like you almost
Oddly
can watch
enough-
football every day of the week.
Oddly enough, Abe, there were games Thursday. There's games Friday. There were games Saturday. There's no games on Sunday for the preseason.
This
Not
week.
one- This
Yeah,
week,
yeah.
not one game. There's not one game.
Not one game on Sunday. Yeah,
Oh,
There
that's
was games
hilarious.
Thursday. There was 3 games. Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 games. There's no games.
You know,
tomorrow.
they added Thanksgiving Eve games this year.
No, they
Wednesday night
didn't.
game. Yeah, there's Wednesday night football now, and now I think
what
there's 3 games on
subscription
Christmas.
service is that fucking game on?
Oh, yeah, it's
Do we even know? Is that a Paramount game? Is that's the
uh,
problem with
it
football?
sounded
though.
like it was a Netflix deal. It
If
sounded
you
like
want to
I
watch a complete
Wait, are you
football
telling
season-
me that they're going to have a pre-Thanksgiving game that you have to have a paid service to watch it?
yeah, it's not going to be on
No,
like
but at this
Fox.
point, half the season is a
Half
prepaid
the-
service.
Yeah,
There's
it's not
football
even worth
games
getting
on
the Sunday
Amazon. There's
package
football
anymore.
games on Paramount. There's
Yeah.
football games on all of them.
You know,
Really?
yeah,
Yeah, man.
I mean, you watch football on Sundays. The 4:00 games is maybe 1 or 2 now. You used to have a whole slate of games, and you could flip to different ones. It's not this. And it's gotten expensive to get those Sunday games like $400 something now. I'm like, people say, why don't you watch the Giants anymore? I said, one is the team was awful, and I'm not paying money to watch them.
I don't know.
Why is this happen? Is this happened in other sports?
Oh, it's been a
No?
big problem in NBA's had this problem.
Really?
The NBA doing the
NBA has most of the games in Charlotte. You got to get a subscription to watch your local team.
For
You
real?
didn't have- for real, you didn't get them on free. This year they're
Are
going to
you
some. They're
telling
going back
me?
to some.
Are you telling me that as a Charlotte resident, I don't get to watch the games?
Not unless you have like this cable or subscription service. No.
Yeah, no, some of them, dude. If it's on Paramount, you got to have Paramount Plus. It ain't on your local TV.
Most of the playoff games are on like a pay service now. Yeah. There's very few free.
Wait,
sporting
you
games
can't
there.
watch a playoff game unless you have playoff games. Isn't on normal broadcast TV.
No, a lot of them are now on ESPN.
Some of them
and
aren't.
Fox. Yeah, some of them are.
The
right.
big one, the World Series, they're still on Nash, but no, a lot of them are on services and shit now.
Yeah, most.
You
of
know,
them are
that's why I
services.
got to give credit to. I think what the UFC did is smart. Listen, we're just going to package it all up on Paramount. There's no more as pay-per-views. You want to watch UFC, you got to buy the subscription.
Yeah.
and it's all in one place. You don't have to have
the
16. There's not a fight
WWF
on
did the
this.
same thing. Yeah, they did the same thing too.
Well, they're both owned by the Saudis, so they went.
Yeah.
We're going this way.
Yeah.
No, you gotta have like 6 subscriptions. If you want to watch a full football season, you gotta have 6 subscriptions.
Are you
I don't
kidding
know.
me?
No,
Yeah, and I don't know. Even like the Sunday package. What's the Sunday package cost?
it's like $470 now. The YouTube package.
Right, it's like $470.
It is
Now,
not.
let me ask you a question. I'm never paying that. I don't watch that much football. But if they had an a la carte service where it was like $150, you can get all the Eagles games for the season.
That's
I would buy that. I'd buy that all day. I don't give a shit about the San Francisco 49ers versus the Chargers game. I don't want to pay, but I'll pay you an a la carte price to watch my team's games. Unfortunately, I have to do that in this day and age, but I'm willing to do that. I'm not willing to pay for
the
all.
baseball teams have started. There's a few baseball teams have done that. The Braves have done it. So you're starting to see that now in baseball.
Have they? So I can order the Braves package and I can watch
Yeah, I
all
think
my
there's
Braves.
how
is that not a service?
Yeah, I agree. Can you imagine though what they'll charge for the full package of these things though if that happens?
Oh, of course. It'll be as much as if you wanted to buy the entire seasons.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's totally nuts. So it's like, yeah, but I think Sunday games have really gotten diluted now. Like, and if there's bad matchups, you're stuck with bad games on Sundays now.
There's always the guys out there, and I'm never one of them, who know all the fucking hacks.
There are, but they're hacks, and usually hacks they find a way to counter the hack at some point. That's how it works.
I think the hackers and the anti-hackers just work together in the same room. I used to think that was DirecTV. Where they, you know what I'm saying? We're going to make the hacks and get everybody ahead. And we're going to let them enjoy it for like 3 or 4 months. But then you create this anti-hack that makes them all have to go get a new hack.
Yeah.
And they're just fucking working together in the same room.
Yep. I honestly think that's the case, Abe. I remember, when cable started coming to New York, there were these like rogue cable boxes where you can get everything. And then they would stop working after a year. It's like sell you another one,
I got a feeling that this is where it's going to land. The Super Bowl and all this shit will be pay-per-view eventually.
I don't think they'll do the Super Bowl pay-per-view. I think that one they won't. I think there's too much revenue at stake with that, with the commercials. But I see it going to Netflix, where they have a lot of subscribers, maybe. But like, for example, I know that Fox put the Super Bowl a couple years ago on Tubi, which is a free streaming service. So, because now most of the Fox is a subscription base now to get most of Fox.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
you got a lot of controversy going on with your team, the Bears.
Oh, what's going on?
So the move to Indiana has been this move to Indiana is very controversial. It sounds like they don't have this place finalized.
Wait, hold on. It shows you how clueless I am. The Bears are leaving Soldier Field?
Yes.
After all that rebuild and all that shit?
Yep. They're moving, like Hammond, Indiana put a deal in front of them. And I think the deal is the one they're leaning towards. And they also bought that area. They also bought the old Arlington racetrack. And
that'd be a great spot. That'd be a great spot.
Fell through. I guess they fell through with whatever funding they needed from the state. That all fell through. So that would have been a great. That's why they bought it, because that's up north. The Arlington Prime is up north. Yeah,
northwest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a big story in Chicago.
So are they still going to be the Chicago Bears?
Yes, they've said very clearly they're not changing the name. It's kind of when the Jets and Giants went to New Jersey, they kept the New York name. So it's the same thing. I mean, I think that's too iconic.
Is this a done deal in Indiana?
It's almost a done deal. Like right now, there's no other deal on the table.
Wow.
Yeah. If they're leaving Soldier Field. And McCaskey said they're leaving Soldier Field. That is happening. That is happening.
So when's their last year in Soldier Field?
I think you got like 4 or 5 more years left there because
shit.
Around. Yeah. I heard that basically Chicago was trying to get the FIFA World Cup games, and I guess Soldier Field didn't make the cut, which I was surprised about because they did all that renovation. I've been there.
I was there
people,
recently.
People were saying how hard it is. I didn't think it was hard to get to.
No.
I heard people saying it was hard to get to. I'm like, no, it's not.
No, it wasn't really. I've been to way harder to get to stadiums than
I have too. I mean, I think going to the White Sox stadium was harder.
Wow, I can't believe my dad or my brother. I was just in Chicago.
No, yeah, go Google
talking
this.
about it.
You could Google. This was in the news this week a lot. We're talking about. I think because Illinois is trying to make one last pitch to get them to stay.
God,
but they put a lot of Indiana put some serious money on the table to make this happen. Hammond, Indiana.
Interesting.
Which is, I guess,
how far is
right
Hammond?
over the border of Illinois.
I mean, yeah, but even just to get from Chicago to the border is still like a 40-minute drive. So I mean, you're talking about if you're in Chicago and you want to go watch a Bears game, it's probably, I'm going to guess, at least a 2-hour drive.
When the Giants went, it wasn't a long drive. They just didn't have public transportation for a long time to there. That was the issue. But most people I know don't do public transportation to a football game anymore because they got too much stuff. They're tailgating and stuff. So I don't think.
Of course.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Philly, the trains are still strong.
See, Philly, we have everything in one area.
All the stadiums are right there, right?
Yeah, you're not in an icon. You're in a very uniconic section of Philadelphia, kind of like the but I think it works. I mean, the stadiums for as long as I remember, even the old JFK Stadium was in that same area. So
yeah.
I actually remember
that's what's nice about Philly. You get off the train station and literally the Eagles Stadium, Sixers Stadium, Philly Stadium are right there next to each other.
Yeah.
I heard you were looking to go watch a Heat game, Alex.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, not anymore. Not anymore.
I looked to see if the Hornets had it. They haven't put their tickets on sale yet. The Hornets, so I can go see LeBron. But I do want to see LeBron play. I mean, my team.
Right. So. I mean, Heat tickets. Heat.
Do you know what they normally go for? Because I couldn't tell you.
I don't know, but I don't
want to
believe
say a couple of hundred. I mean, now it's 100 to 200.
Heat tickets are high. They're in the higher end because the Heat are good. No, LeBron comes to town. I'm sure that's it was $1,600 for a ticket.
Yeah,
and not even for first level, not first row. I'm just talking first level.
Right.
Yeah, it was like $1,600. It was $1,600 a ticket. And this was for a game January 30th. That's when the Sixers come to town. So I was like, all right, maybe I'll do it for a Christmas gift. I'm like, no.
Wow.
Yeah, Abe, I think you missed the show. You were out that week, but Alex and I are all like, we're gonna just go ride this LeBron thing on our team.
Yeah, I'm not a big LeBron fan, but I'll take an NBA championship.
I'm making a deal with the devil here. Let's win.
Right.
Wait, you're gonna ride what?
We're not big LeBron fans. I'm not. We're Jordan guys. I'm not a big LeBron fan. I'm not a big. He's a flopper. He's a this. He's a that. But
they're all floppers.
I'll take a championship ring with LeBron.
I'll take absolutely. I will. And he could do it.
I'll celebrate a championship. I don't care who gets it for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's funny.
I mean, my last championship. I remember Alex the Sixers in '83 when we went and got the best player that year, which was Moses Malone. 41 years. 43 years.
So for reference, Alan, the worst lower bowl tickets, which is like top of the corners, were like $700, and that's the top part of the corners in the lower bowl.
They were all changed.
Yeah, LeBron.
I went on the site. After you showed that. They were all different for that game.
That's literally like you want to go lower bowl, you're paying like $700, and you're going to be in one of those corners in the corner of the fucking court. Yeah, no, I mean it is.
Yeah, you want to go see the Memphis Grizzlies? It wasn't that expensive. I can tell you that.
Basketball is expensive, man.
Yeah.
Even not just with LeBron. Listen, me and my son, when I go to the Phillies game, I pay about $200 a ticket because I only go once a year. So, I mean, literally, we're sitting on the sideline at that point.
Yeah.
And, I mean, for like $100 upcharge, don't let me set the line up for the day. Baseball is so much more accessible compared to going to a football game or a basketball game at this point. And I understand it's because they have, a baseball stadium has 82 games to make money off you.
Right.
A football stadium's got 8 games to get everything they can out of you.
Isn't that nuts? You build a whole stadium for 8 games?
8 games. You get 8 games for the entire.
So insane. Because we think, there's 17 games in the season, but you're right. Their stadium.
They only get half of them.
Games, yeah.
They get half of them. Right. That's why you better have some concerts lined up at that stadium the rest of the year. Find something to do with it.
Seriously. 8 games. Holy shit. Never
Yeah,
really
well-
thought about it like that, oddly enough.
Right. That's why a beer costs $28. You only buy them 8 times a fucking year.
So is did Bronny Jr. stay at the Lakers?
Yeah. From what I heard, I think he's. Well, they haven't moved him.
How long do you think that's gonna last?
I don't know. He's not. He's not making. They got that G League contract, so unless someone wants him, I thought the Sixers were going to need to get him to get LeBron. That was what surprised me.
I would have put it past him.
I would have made. I would have made the deal to get it too. I would have you put Lakers. They put Bronny in for a few games. They sent him down to the G League, which is like their minor league.
Oh, so he's not still playing in the NBA.
He's not going to start. He's not going to. I mean, he'll play in G League maybe. The Sixers,
in the meantime, in other news, we might as well mention it while we're on this. The Lakers sold for $12.5 billion.
There's a lot of questions about this sale too.
Like yesterday, 2 days ago, or something like that, right? Recently.
Cool. Yeah, it was this week. 12, and the guy who bought it's the guy who owns the Dodgers. And there's what the theory is, Alex, with this sale, right? This guy's gonna get some sort of big fine because the government's investigating him, and he may need to pay that fine. That's why he sold it.
Oh, really?
That's kind of some. I don't know all the details. That's kind of what I'm hearing from the pundits.
The pundits. How much money do you got to have to say, "Hey, I own a baseball team. Let me buy a basketball team too"? Jesus.
You won't see many family-owned run teams. I mean,
Sure.
they're already disappearing. You're not going to see them.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean the Sixers are owned by what was Comcast, and the Flyers are owned by what's Comcast.
Right.
Middleton who owns the Phillies. He came from tobacco. That guy, so he sold.
Yes.
He's a billionaire to begin with. That guy.
Is he really?
Yeah.
No,
he made Black and Mild. The guy who created.
No, I know what Milk
the
is. Yeah.
No, Bronny James getting paid 2.3. Yeah,
it's 2.3. It's not like I said. It's they can send him to the G League, and they'll get fans in the G League seats, and he'll still get his money.
Crazy. Yeah, I don't know. As I got older, I followed sports less and less. I mean, I didn't even know my home teams fucking changing stadiums. I think kids in life does that to you. I don't know. My dad used to watch all the sports. He used to yell at the TV, watch all the Cubs games, scream. You'd hear him. I don't know. It just didn't rub off on me that way. My brother's that way.
The biggest sports fan of my 4 kids is my daughter.
Really?
Biggest sports fan than the boys, yeah.
Let me ask you a
husband's a huge
question.
sports fan too, yeah.
Did you drive your daughter to school, or did you make her go by herself too?
She took the bus.
No, I mean when she went to college.
No, he just told her to, she had a car and everything. She went only
You
90
let your
miles
daughter
away. Abe. It
go to
wasn't
college on her own. You didn't take her.
I didn't even take them on college visits. I went with my daughter once, and I went with my son once, and I'm like, you guys don't need me. You guys
How old's your daughter, Coop?
She's 34.
Yeah, you're talking different times, Abe. It's different times.
I think a lot of times, Abe, and I'm not begrudging anyone who does this. I think the parents want to go on these college trips.
I didn't. I didn't go on college tour with my daughter.
So my son Timmy went to Full Sail, and he actually asked me to go because I didn't want to go. He asked me to go because that's a very different type of school, and I did take him down to Full Sail. So my wife and I, we went down to Orlando and did that. That was interesting to see that. Like I said, that wasn't your ordinary college visit, so that was cool to see. But I don't need to see what a library is, a dining hall is, and you could tell me if you like the dorm, and you don't need me for that. Yeah, you're an adult now.
Interesting. Why do you think your daughter's your big? What do you think caused for your daughter to be the biggest sports fan?
Honestly, I think there was more access to sports than the other boys. As stuff started moving over to more of the pay services, I think less and less happened with that. Not that they aren't; they do like sports. But my daughter, and then she married a sports fanatic nut too, so that kind of also kept it going.
My oldest is into sports. She likes to watch football games, basketball games. Yeah, she's she really didn't get exposed to football a lot because she went to a school of arts. There was no football team in high school for them.
Right.
But now she's going to go to college and start experiencing tailgating.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does FIU have a football team?
I think they have
Now I'm
basketball.
curious.
So
I think
and
we
the
got
other
a
thing is my
basketball
daughter went
team
to
for sure.
my daughter went to South Carolina, which is a big football school. I'm not saying they're a good football school, but they're a big football school.
Right.
And then they won 2 college World Series at the same time, which was big too. So that I think kind of in college sports was very important. My son Peter went to App State, and they kind of have the football team, and he actually did some broadcasting stuff with the App State team.
I had the privilege of actually being, I think in his last few years, I think they finally got him out a couple years after I left, to watch Bobby Knight coach. I think I was there when he slapped his own son on the court. I think that happened. His own son was playing on the team. I think he slapped him in the game. He was getting kind of. FIU has a Division I football team. There we go.
Yeah. Apparently they're not big. The basketball's the bigger team in FIU.
Well, I mean, but this is a girl who's never experienced tailgating. or
right.
football team,
So
all that
it'll be
stuff.
cool for
So
her,
it
and
should
it's a
be-
team she has ties to. Real.
Yeah. So that should be fun for her. Yeah.
FIU is a big school, right? FIU is a pretty big school. From
They
what I
got 2 campuses.
Yeah.
What's funny is the dean of hospitality is actually like a big cigar guy. He was at the PCA.
Supposedly they got the okay to smoke at this year's class in certain areas.
What?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Wait,
you'll be able to smoke on
not
campus.
in the classroom.
Not in the classroom, but on the campus. Like you couldn't even smoke on the campus last year, from what I understand.
Most campuses you can't.
No,
Right.
I don't think
when my daughter went to South Carolina, I know they allowed smoking like outside the dorm rooms, and then it stopped by the time she graduated.
By the time she graduated, no smoking inside. So let me ask you something. If I'm a college kid and I smoke, I got to leave campus?
Probably.
That's why you have off campus now. That's why more people move off campus.
Probably.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, well, consider also, Abe, if you're a college kid and you smoke, you're a junior now.
You got to be a junior now.
Well, you're
You know?
supposed to be a junior.
I know, but I'm to just openly be smoking. You know what I mean? You're a fucking junior at this point.
Yeah. And that was another interesting. I have 2 sons that lost their right to smoke because they changed the law, and they weren't even cigar or cigarette people. They were just upset that happened. I remember.
Right.
They lost that right. Yeah.
They were in the middle. They were in the middle. Of
It was
21.
like 2 years and 1 year that they had to deal with that. Not that they had to deal with it, but they were technically
Right,
not
but
allowed.
no, it's
They lost their
silly.
right. They lost their right to smoke because they were in that 18 to 21 age.
Yep.
Oh, they lost their right. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Like
I
I
think
said,
it would
it
have
really didn't
grandfathered
matter for
18 to
them.
21 people in.
Yeah.
Like those of you that have been smoking for 2 years, you'll get an exemption to.
Yeah.
No.
That is crazy. I never even thought of that. Now he was great. He was great, and he was actually great to watch. Actually, even just on the court, even toward the end when he was kind of losing it, but he kind of ran like, they toward the end they didn't want him there anymore. They couldn't even get him out.
No, there was. Yeah, he got into some trouble with the administration, by that point.
Vince, tobacco 21. You got to be 21 to smoke now. So by the time a college kid, he's a junior year.
Yeah.
By the time he can legally smoke.
Wait a second, I didn't know this. Wait, not that.
Yeah,
What?
Vince, tobacco 21. It's been like 5 years now. In
Yeah.
Canada,
Yeah,
if
it's
you-
been a while, Vince.
2020, I want to say it happened.
What's the
That's right, 'cause,
drinking age in
Canada has
Canada?
lower drinking age in certain spots.
Really?
I believe. Yes.
So
did not
I know
know
in
that.
Europe, there's still a lot of drinking at 18. Like 18 is in a lot of places.
Nah, I don't think the.
This is a
Yeah,
John
no,
question. We'll have to
it's
ask John this
8
question.
It's the
John can
minimum
tell
age
us
is
what the law is.
18 in Alberta, Manitoba, and Quebec, and 19 in all other provinces.
Oh wow!
Canadians get to drinking.
We'll have to get John's perspective next week on that.
I guess if you live in close to the border, you're going over the border every weekend,
Right.
right? Well, that's what used to happen in Chicago early in the day. When Chicago was
Indiana was-
21, Wisconsin
Wisconsin.
was 18 still. So a lot of guys would on the weekend go up to Wisconsin.
Going to Wisconsin for the week.
Going to Wisconsin.
There's a famous episode of Family Ties where Alex Keaton goes to West Virginia to drink because it was legal.
Yeah. I mean, if you're at age, that's the move you're making.
Right.
Yeah.
If it's a quick trip across the bridge, yeah, I'll see
Yep.
you later.
And Wisconsin's really not that far if you're living in Chicago or even the northwest suburbs. You're like literally right there. It's not far at all. That's like, I think in that 70s show they talk about it.
Oh, probably.
They talk about the people coming up to drink there during that time.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, see, 19 in Ontario. Yep. No, yeah, we get Americans coming across the Niagara to drink. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh wow! And in casinos they can gamble.
Yeah, right.
Probably a lot
right.
better now. You need a passport, but probably at one point it was probably very easy to do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about that now.
I got to
Do you think back then at 18 years old, did they need a passport to cross the border?
You didn't need a passport for a very long time.
Right.
It was,
I don't
it was
think
after
passport
9/11
now?
it changed. Yeah, you need a passport now to go to Canada.
Do you need a passport now?
Yeah,
Not
my
just a
son
driver's
my son
license.
Timmy
I
was dating
remember-
someone in Hamilton. I know that for a fact. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember like our parents took us up to Niagara Falls or something once. And I think it was just driver's license. That's all they had
Yeah,
to
it
show at
was.
the time.
Like, but I went in the 90s.
you can
yeah, it
walk
was just
right over.
driver's
Yeah,
license.
you could literally walk through the park.
Like
right over.
Mexico, you don't need a passport to go into Mexico, do you?
Now you do.
Now,
Yeah.
starting when you say now?
Everything changed after 9/11.
Really?
Yeah.
Everything changed after 9/11. That's all that stuff. Yeah, you do need a passport to go.
So all those cars lining up driving into Mexico, all those people got to have passports.
Yeah.
Yep.
Travel
Yep.
to Mexico by air, land, or sea.
Yep.
Alex, Google when that changed. Curious. Very interesting.
That change. Yeah, 2007, 2009. Which was all 9/11 tied. They rolled that shit out over 15, 20 years. All the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, we're going to take a short break now. After the break, we'll be back with all the fun episodes of part 2 of KMA Talk Radio. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back real quick. Keep it lit.
Imagine not choosing Monte Cristo. Imagine not choosing greatness. The difference between us and everyone else is in our DNA. The flame of Monte Cristo never extinguishes because greatness is more than high ratings and exceptional cigars. In greatness, there is history, development, and constant innovation. Choosing a Monte Cristo is not choosing the easy way. Choosing a Monte Cristo is deliberately choosing the best option. Since 1935, we have strived for excellence. Our brand is backed by thousands of pickers, bunchers, rollers, salespeople, and aficionados like you. Choosing Monte Cristo is more than simply choosing the best. It is joining a family that believes in greatness. It is knowing that Monte Cristo evolves with the times, but still maintains our values and storied traditions. Choosing a Monte Cristo is choosing not to settle for less than the best. Lighting a Monte Cristo is taking a trip down memory lane, yet enjoying the moment and getting excited about the future. Imagine not choosing Monte Cristo. Imagine not choosing greatness. Now our story continues. Without forgetting where we came from, we are creating the future, one blend at a time. Here's to the past, present, and future. Monte Cristo. Then, now, forever.
Honest Abe here with the GOAT to tell you about Smokin's Cigar of the Month Club. Alex, tell our fans out there why our club is the best darn club out there.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you why. Because Every month, I personally handpick 5 premium cigars. No filler, no fluff, no fugazis. These are all premium, handmade, name brands that you can find in any brick and mortar store in your area. All delivered to your door for $34.95. And our average monthly retail value since the inception of our club has been almost $57. Another great feature of our Cigar of the Month Club, Alex, tell them about the ease of our Cigar of the Month Club. I'll tell you, I hate subscription services. It's always a pain to cancel them, turning them on. We've made it super simple. All you gotta do is log into your account. There's a little green button there. If it's green, you're active. You want to take a break, you're going out of town, simply hit the button and you'll deactivate your membership. Want to turn it back on? The exact same easy process. You can turn it right back on. We've made it that easy for you. Another great feature is our Double Down Club. Alex, tell them about the Double Down Club. We had so many of our members reach out to us who really enjoyed our selections every month that they wanted to know there was a way they can get 2. And we've made that very simple. With a simple check mark, you can get double this great selections every month and save $10. Does our club have perks? Of course it have perks. You want to tell them about the perks? As a member of our club, every month there's a special discount code where if you like any of the selections, we will offer them to you, so you want to come and get some more, you can get them at a special discounted rate for our Cigar of the Month Club members. And finally, expedited shipping. Tell them how fast we get the stuff out, Alex. We get the stuff out on the 28th of every month. Our membership bills on the 28th, and we get every member's package out on the 28th if it's a shipping day. 5 great reasons on what makes Smoking Cigar of the Month Club the best club out there. Check it out. Peace. Hey, I really appreciate you doing the video with me. Thanks.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome. I mean, you didn't let me get a word in, but whatever.
What?
That was great. It's perfect.
Welcome back to hour 2 of KMA Talk Radio. I can't believe there's only 2 weeks left of Summer Soccer.
That's another one. It seemed like,
Man,
2
give me them
weeks left.
lists.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll start working on it Monday. I have it. I think it's on the website actually, but I'll get it for you. But yeah, man, 2 weeks, monthly drawing, grand finale, and another year is down of Summer Soccer. So anybody out there, you need to replenish any of your favorite Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust lines. Do it now before the next 2 weeks is over. Get the most bang for your buck. And before we go into Name That Jam, I would like to take a moment because, you know, there are many iconic regulars and personalities within the KMA and smoking community. And Randy Bush, the Smoke King, is definitely one of them. So I do want to take a moment to do a shout out to his daughter, Grace, and Matt on their upcoming nuptials. So congratulations, guys.
Congratulations.
Many years of health and happiness to both of you. So. Oh, I don't even want to think about the day when my daughters start getting married. Holy shit.
I've 10 years already.
Did you choke up a little bit there, Coop?
It was tough. It was tough. I'm not a crier. It was tough. I gotta admit that. All I did though, my role, I had one role: write checks, stay out of the way with everything else, and I did.
You had one rule that you wrote the checks.
No, that was the rule they told me. They didn't want me involved.
Oh, write checks, stay out of the way.
Yeah,
Okey-dokey.
I wrote a lot of checks.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm trying to think of what the fuck I did. I was barely involved in my own wedding. I think my
literally
wife
told Marissa, I'm not. Just tell me when to show up, dude. Tell me where to show up.
That's what I just said. We stayed at a hotel in South Carolina for the week, and I smoked cigars out on the lounge all week, out the outdoor patio all week, I should say.
Sure.
That's what I did.
crazy.
Yep.
All right, everyone, it's that time where we will test the musical acumen of our team and all you out there. Sponsored by the great folks over at Macanudo. It's time to see if you can name that jam.
All righty, here we go. I'm calling this another fairly easy one. Let's see if you guys agree. Here we go.
But February made me shiver with every paper I'd deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride. But something touched me deep inside the day the music died.
That's a giveaway.
Yeah. Bye-bye, Miss America Pie.
Bye.
Yeah. McLean?
Yeah, give him the,
McLean?
yeah, give him the, I would give you that one, yeah.
Don McLean.
Yeah, American Pie.
Yeah, there you got it.
Yeah.
I didn't get it until the last line, to be honest with you.
Really?
The
Well, there's a lot of
music
Easter
died.
eggs in that video, too. If anybody noticed the newspaper.
February actually is the
Play the video again. I
giveaway.
wasn't watching. I had my eyes closed so I could focus.
Did you notice the newspaper, Coop?
I had my eyes closed.
Yep.
But February made me shiver with every paper I'd deliver. Bad news on the doorstep.
All
That
right,
was
extra
good.
credit. Who can name the 3 rock artists that died in that plane crash?
The glasses guy, Costello. It was a no, it wasn't Costello. It was Bob. It was the La Bamba guy,
You La Bamba
Yes,
guy?
I'll give you that. Richie Valens. I'll give you La
Richie
Bamba
Valens.
guy's good enough.
Richie Valens, and who's the other guy?
There's
3.
3 of them. One's the big
3.
one.
You were close with the first one with the glasses.
Yeah.
Oh God!
And then the third guy nobody remembers.
The third guy I know. Yeah. No, he
you
remembers. You're right.
Who's the second guy?
Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly. I for some reason
And the Big
I
Bopper
knew
was
Buddy
the-
Holly,
The
but
Big
Elvis
Bopper, yeah.
Costello was in my head because of the glasses.
Well, because he looks like him. Yeah.
I was stuck on Elvis Costello. I'm like, I know it's not Elvis Costello.
Yeah.
Shit.
And the Big Bopper was the third guy.
Buddy Holly. Yeah. Well, this episode was brought to you by, if you had cut that 1 line, 2 line short, I probably wouldn't have gotten it.
I think the day the music died gave it away.
Yeah, the day the music died, you cannot. You can
You
say
know
that. You can say that in Chinese, and we're gonna get that.
Yeah.
But this episode was brought to you by the fine folks over at Macanudo Cigars. Let's get that out of the way. And there we go. Oh, you took it off already. Thank you, sir.
Don't touch the button.
Well, you always forget to put them up, so I put them up for you. That one, and also name that jam.
I don't know. Would you rather? Yeah, I do.
Would you rather? Name that jam and would you rather? So, anyways,
What else?
What else?
What's going on? Feels like an off week, right?
I think we're cold. We're rusty. A little rusty
Right.
this week.
We
A lot
had
in
a good
betweens.
first hour.
No, of course. I mean, of course. I'm just no drama.
It's really funny because for some reason I feel there was industry news, but I can't, or industry going on this week, but nothing's recalling it to me. I mean, outside of just newsworthy shit, I think
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what I'm saying.
I was having a brain fart like Steimer. Yeah,
What did we miss
definitely.
this week, people? Have we missed anything this week?
Like I said, the Bears story was the pretty big sports story this week. So
Clueless, totally clueless. Or we could just tell the fans out there, ask us anything. If there's something you want us to
Yeah, but we ain't got anything to talk about. Ask us anything.
ask us anything. See what you want our opinions are. And it's really funny because when we're deep in shit, there's always 8,000 fucking comments and questions about it.
Right. What's the
Nothing on the
thing?
unless he's talking about the misspelling on the statue. I'm not sure what he's talking about, Mike.
Oh, the Dunbarton. Yeah.
Dunbarton.
Subsidiary.
Dude, the probability of that not being seen. I've never in my career seen it. We worked on that design literally for 2 years. We all saw it. At least 1,000 eyes looked at all the different variations. Prototypes have been sitting in my office forever. We gave some prototypes away. Because what do I need 12 prototypes? We gave some of them away to some of our, big fans and, friends. And we went 2 whole months. Summer of Sock. I don't know how many statues went out. 400 or 500.
That's when I was like, did you?
And nobody.
You didn't? I was like, they've been going out for a month. I didn't really fucking look. I know.
Nobody caught it. I mean, it's just mind-boggling. I totally thought when you sent me that image of somebody posting that, it's like, did you know about this? I'm like, that's AI, bro. You got trolled. You got trolled. And then I had somebody go in the shop and go in the back room where we had a couple of them there, whatever. Like, yeah, it says Dunbat. I'm like, holy shit. And then I called Steve Saka because there's 2 Steve Sakas I could have gotten that point. I could have got that. Oh, you're just gonna have to burn them all down, send them all to me, or whatever. But,
right.
Yeah, him and Cindy were in the car and they started laughing their asses off. And he actually told me, I said I was gonna run it to the end of Saka and maybe Saka Ween and just dump the rest. Said, dude, don't dump them, just give them out. It'll be a special version of it. So I searched groups and nothing. Couldn't believe
No, that's
it.
what I'm saying. That first post was literally, it was like.
Oh, it was by Mike. Yeah. I'm telling you, it is statistically so impossible that went for that long and not one person saw it. And the funniest thing is that statue was absurdly priced. It was like 3 times what the normal Saka Squatch was. And we went to send it to another factory to see if we can get the cost down. And she provided literally an identical one. It's a little bit lighter, actually, if you hold it to. I think it's the only way you'd know the difference, which makes it better on shipping, but provided an identical one at about half the cost. And because we gave her one of the real ones, can you make this? And her prototype has Dunbarton because she
the real one, right?
Yeah,
right. So she did exactly what you make me this.
Exactly what we gave her.
Exactly what you gave her.
So yeah, if we ever, I told her when we make the final run, we need to make sure that she gets that spelling correctly. Yeah, people had prototypes for a whole year, bro. We gave away prototypes during the monthly drawings last year. No one caught it. I mean, it is statistically so impossible that no one caught it. Yet
if there's misprinted pennies out there that are worth a lot of money.
But if we misspell a word or leave an apostrophe out of a product description in one of our 8,000 pages on our website, we'll get an email about it.
Right. But everybody missed it.
Oh no.
Including everybody in house too that looked at it 100 times.
Yeah.
Before.
So it said Dunbarton.
Yes.
It says Dunbarton. Got the R.
But Steve didn't notice it either.
No.
He's a stickler for detail. I mean, that's you got to think about that too. I mean, that's
I
amazing.
think we all looked at it, that name so much we didn't even conceive.
So many times you don't even read.
Yeah.
And it was right in the middle, so you couldn't notice. Like if they spelled smoke in and left one of the ends off, we would have saw it right away.
Right. If you added an extra O, it was done.
Right. It was just buried right in the middle there, man. The brain just went right over it. Dunbarton. No big deal. Holy cow.
That happens.
Joke. Yeah, I promise you that, Gary. It'll be a long time before that may ever happen again. Mike, I think I might still have some prototypes, one or two.
It's funny because
from the original.
I think actually
Next time you place an order, Mike, send me a PM.
It's funny because the first time we learned that lesson, really nobody even noticed, but we noticed and found it funny, was when you remember when we were doing Connoisseur Club boxes and we sent them the prototype but just happened to have a little blue watermarks.
What happened was, because we wanted to get it launched fast, the boxes that we sent the Connoisseur Clubs in were actually made here in the States. The foam packing inserts. It went in a special box. You put the 5-pack in, you labeled that box. There were blue boxes, but they were very expensive. So after the first run, obviously I wanted to have these done overseas. So I took a box from the warehouse. I walked to the car, and it might have been drizzling outside. You know how when water drops hit like a color, it kind of darkens it a little bit. Yep. So I sent that prototype box to China, and they made me a whole bunch of boxes with the color drops.
Every single one had that same watermark spot, the same exact spot pattern on the box, because we said, make us exactly this.
And that's what they did. Oh, putting the blue. I wonder how many people still have blue boxes left.
They were nice boxes. Yeah, listen, I don't blame you. They were perfectly good boxes to use for something else, too. They were nice boxes.
They were nice boxes. So, Cooper, how's the news looking this week?
We got some stories this week.
Got some stories?
Yeah, I think there's a couple.
Generate some chitter chatter. Our fans out there seem to be quiet. Yeah, they don't want to. They don't want to.
About one in the green room. We'll talk more about. Yeah,
for sure.
I think there's a couple of interesting releases this week too.
I can't believe no one really wanted. You want to know where the best burger is? Like the best burger locally, the best in the state? That's a multitude of.
What is that?
Options.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't even think you could do a tailor tape on that.
You could if it's national. If it's local, it's not going to work.
Right. You got to do 10 best burger chains. You'd have to.
Yeah.
Chains? Are there 10 burger chains?
Oh yeah, I think we can name 10.
But we'll have the same 10, and we'll have the same 10 in a different order.
No, I think.
I mean, what do you got? In and Out. You got what's the other one out in the West Coast?
In and Out, Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, Five Guys,
Burger Fi,
Culver, Whataburger,
BurgerFi.
You throw Wahlburger in there.
Wahlburger,
Shake Shack,
Lindbergher,
Shake Shack, Lindbergher. Is Lindbergher natural? Wait, is Lindbergher national or local?
I mean, it's in fucking Florida, and they're from Boston.
Like Whataburger's not really national, but it's in enough states,
It's in enough states. I think
like In-N-Out's the same way. We don't have In-N-Out.
Does anybody know where there's a? Does anybody out there know of a? No, Lindberghers.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, is that only Florida? Yeah. But either way, it's a pool of 12 to 15 that are on the same list.
Smash burgers. Yeah, I mean, we barely came up with 10. We barely came up with 10. Crystal. Oh, you got Crystals. You got Checkers.
White Castle.
White Castle. So now we're at 13.
But yeah,
I don't know what Freddy's is.
Honestly,
Freddy's is really good. We have Freddy's.
You know what I would rather do? I would rather rank. I think this would be more fun. Rank burger joints by their fries.
No, that too. Wait, what's that? Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. is Hardee's. It's just, they're actually the same, but they're Hardee's in the East and Carl's Jr.
I don't think Fuddruckers is still around. I haven't seen one in.
I don't want to have business. The ones want to have.
I have a question. I have a conspiracy theory, and I have a question for you guys in the audience. Who the fuck keeps Long John Silver's in business besides the fucking Illuminati? Because I don't know anybody that goes to Long John fucking Silver's.
Listen, it's the same thing with Arby's. Like Arby's bought somebody last year for, I don't know what it was, $2.6 billion. Like, where the fuck they get $2.6 billion?
Arby's is big though, at least in this part where I am.
Let me just tell you something. I swear to God, I know of 2 Arby's. I've never seen anybody even in the drive-thru, bro.
You know what's funny? One of my sons worked for Arby's for a while, and he was busy. He said so. He worked the drive-thru at it. Yeah. There people buy it.
All right. Still nobody's answered my fucking. When's the last time anybody's had Long John Silver?
I barely know where their one is. Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips. I remember that.
They're coming back.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they're in Columbus, Ohio, and they're relaunching.
Well, see, we're good for that in Florida, though. We got fucking, we got hooks. We got some local fried when you just want fucking fried seafood shit.
Yeah.
Hooks, we got Buds.
Why is the Illuminati keeping Long John Silver's in
Well,
business?
because don't nobody else fucking eats there, Abe. So somebody's got to be funding the fucking place.
Oh man, is it Arby's? This must be just a local thing, man. Because the Arby's around here, it sucks.
You know, it's. I know the Arby's stories. It sucks. Yeah.
Oh, I seen these somewhere.
Wiener Schnitzel.
I don't even know what that is.
Hot dog place. They have
Hot
burgers
dog.
too, I believe too. Yeah, I think they have burgers as well. Wiener Schnitzel's more in the West U.S., so it's west of the Mississippi. Most of those.
I think my favorite burger chain is Five Guys.
I was gonna say it's Five Guys for like just not like regular.
Every time I eat like not a gourmet burger, it's always comparing it. Is it better or not better than Five Guys?
Than Five Guys, I agree.
You know,
I agree.
Big Boy, you're going way back. I don't even know there's
Bob's Big Boy.
Yeah,
Bob's Big Boy. Yeah, the Big Boy. That Big Boy driving.
Yeah.
The Long John Silver's, I've never been in there, but it's just fried fish, right?
Fried fish,
like
yeah.
this.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's fried fish, is what it is. Yeah.
Long John Silver. Steak and Shake has burgers too, but I think it's more of a restaurant than a burger
Culver's
joint.
is really good. Culver's, and they're
Culver's, that's the one.
Culver's
the blue sign, I couldn't remember it.
Yeah, they
Culver's.
came out of
Culver's
Wisconsin.
is
They're really taken off down by me.
Yeah, they got them here now, and they're open late night too. They're good for delivery.
Everything's made to order.
DoorDash.
Sonic.
Sonic sucks.
I wouldn't eat a Sonic burger. Yeah, terrible.
We have Sonic. Yeah, we have Sonic. Bad.
Would you count Dairy Queen?
Do they make burgers?
Dairy Queen. Some of the Dairy Queens are full service fast food.
Yeah.
Some aren't. Yeah. Nathan's actually has burgers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The full Nathan's is if you go to full Nathan's, they have it. Yeah, that's an argument we've heard for years.
What are you talking about?
That's a fair statement.
Wait, hold on. Burger King makes burgers made to order. What's the difference?
Culver's makes it to order. That's what I don't understand.
I don't know. I don't understand what the fuck is this.
No, I can agree with that statement.
Hold on one second. I walk into Burger King, made my way. I tell them how I want my burger. It goes across a flame broiler. They stack it to my ingredients.
Okay, okay. Take out the made. It's made to order sentence, and I could agree with the rest of that statement.
It's
why do you feel Five Guys is different than any other burger joint?
Because you kind of go sit down until the burger's ready. Or something.
Sit there, add. I can add toppings, not toppings. Yeah, I can kind of do that. And it's like I would, and even though that's not a big, but like I would consider burger fries the same thing. It's more fast food.
I mean, it's kind of a dumb argument. Either way,
Burger King, one of their longest running campaigns is make it your way.
Have it your
I know, but I agree with Alan on this one.
Hold my pickle,
I agree with him. Five Guys and Burger Fi. I mean, I consider that a different burger than, especially Five Guys. I consider it a different burger than fucking McDonald's.
Someone mentioned Freddy's. Freddy's has a really good burger.
Don't know Freddy's at all.
Yeah, Freddy's. We have a few of them in Charlotte, and
that's also a fair statement, Gary Brooks. If it has a drive-through, it's fast food, which BurgerFi and Five Guys do not.
Culver's has it, and it's the same deal. What you do is you pull into
Culver's
a parking spot, and then they bring it out to your parking spot.
But also, let me take this back. We never qualified that it had to be fast food. We just said chains.
No, we didn't. That was just an Alan being Alan statement.
That's just Alan making some fucking
and
argument.
in typical Alan fashion, we'll all get a Facebook message later to explain his point.
Yeah. Oh, the Habit Burger. We got a Habit Burger here.
Oh, yeah, Habit Burger.
We got a Habit Burger here.
The Shake Shacks, I've been lately impressed with their burgers. I actually had them. They're good.
I think I had it once, and I don't remember it being so amazing.
But
I every time we go with somebody, they say it was awesome. I got to try it again.
Abe, I had the same experience a few years ago, and I went again this year. It was really good. So
let me ask you a question. And I'm not talking about a cart. I'm talking about like a spot. Did you guys have hot dog spots? Like hot dog restaurants?
Hot dog stands in New Jersey were big.
Besides, I'm talking like, when you say stand, like not a cart, you're talking about a stand.
Yeah, no.
stand
So
or kiosk, not kiosk, but
any place that sold hot dogs, sold Italian beefs or sausages or hamburgers, nobody just sold hot dogs. If that's what you're asking in Chicago.
Yeah.
like hot dog Johnny's in New Jersey was a big one.
Like we used to have a place in Philly with Texas wieners, and they would cook them on the grill.
Yep.
You can get a
Yep.
Texas Tommy with cheese and bacon. You can get all your chili dog. It was literally a hot
Yep.
dog joint.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think I can recall straight up hot dog joints.
No,
There's not enough money.
even
A lot of
I
them
mean,
season,
even
was
with, like-
seasonal in New Jersey too.
like Chicago dogs. There's no places just straight a Chicago dog.
We
dog
can't
place.
get-
Unless it's like a street vendor. No, it's like, look at my cousin's place I went to. He got great Chicago dogs, but he sells Italian beef. He sells gyros. He
Really?
sells pizza
Yeah.
puffs. Yeah.
I'm surprised. It surprises me actually. But because I
Yeah.
think about like, you listen, go to fucking well, they're
Listen,
starting to, but for the
there's
longest
one
time,
by-
you go to Philly to
there's
get
one by-
cheesesteak, that's all they sell is cheesesteaks.
There's one, believe it or not, like in Boynton, like 2 or 3 exits down, a little bit west. I forget what it's called. Some hot dog establishment where they got them 20 different ways. So I've seen
Yeah,
it
you were
here
telling me
before
about
I
this.
could see it in
Alex,
Chicago.
you sent me to one. Really good one. A
Me?
hot dog put. Yeah.
Randy
Hot
Bush
dog
Portillo's.
in Boca.
Randy Bush
Cooper?
Portillo's doesn't
Yeah,
sell just
that was
hot
it.
dogs. That was like
Hot dog
decades ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, hot dogopolis. That was it. Yep.
Yeah. Portillo's got Italian beef. They got hamburgers. They got shakes. They got pasta. They got salads. Portillo's sells it all.
Right, right.
You cannot get a Chicago beef sandwich in Charlotte. Can't
So
get one.
It's really funny. Like we got busted because Brandy and I have this like little tradition when we go to Chicago. So my cousin Abe, which is the son of my uncle that passed away, came and spent the night. Not spent the night, but just came to hang out with us the evening of the service at my parents' house. And me and him sat on the patio and talked for hours. We hadn't seen each other for a long time. And but he was staying at a hotel, so I had to go drive him back to his hotel like around 11:30, before midnight. And I'm like, he wanted to Uber. I'm like, oh, dude, it's only a 15-minute ride. I'll take you back. I ain't doing shit. My wife came with me. But then my wife and I had this thing. We go to Superdog. Like, it was just me and my wife were at my parents' house, like 11:30. We always make an excuse, like we got to go to Walgreens. We forgot something. Then we just go to Superdog, which is a famous hot dog place. In fact, it was on a national ad campaign for Chevy trucks, I believe, because it's one of these old-fashioned places where you literally, like Sonic, you pull up, you order from the thing, they bring it to your car, they can mount it on your window if you're going to stay there and eat it. And it's got an iconic, like, huge hot dog on the roof with a female dog, with flashing eyes. So we go to Superdog, and then, of course, my dad asks my mom, my wife in the morning, why'd you guys take so long? And she told him we went to Superdog. I'm like, why would you tell him? Because, my dad does, like, how could you go to Superdog at 11:30 when your mom has all this food in the house? But they got burgers, they got fries. I mean,
Where's
burgers.
this other
chicken
place
sandwich.
at? Hey, where's this place in Boynton you're fucking talking about?
I gotta look it up. I'll see a text. I went there 1 or 2 times. It's Frank. What's after Boynton? Boca?
Delray?
There's it might be Delray. It might be Delray. It's a hot dog place. They got like fried hot dogs, this kind of hot dogs. It might be
Where is
Delray.
it though? What's it on?
Like if I take I-95, you got to go west
Yeah.
for about 2 or 3 miles.
So
One of those roads.
I did a Google. Is it gourmet killer dogs?
Gourmet killer dogs. How the fuck?
Oh,
did
is that?
you
Yeah,
find it?
yeah. That's what I
I just did a
too.
Google. I didn't
Yeah.
know about it.
Is it Boynton or Delray?
Delray.
Delray.
Yeah. Holy
It's on the
shit.
list. I put
Way
this
to
on the
go.
list, yeah.
Way to go, Coop.
I just did a Google. I didn't know about it, so
Yeah.
I can't tell.
Wow.
No. Oh, he does lobster rolls too. This guy does all kinds.
Oh wow.
Oh, they
this is a
did.
dog.
They didn't
Huh?
have lobster rolls last time I went there. It was strict hot
Oh,
dogs.
this is a. Oh, this is a. I don't give a
Lobster
fuck.
roll.
This is a.
What
That's
is
an I don't give a fuck day.
What? Oh, when you go
That
there.
menu. Yeah, that's a I don't give a fuck. I'm. There's probably like fried Oreos on the menu. I didn't even look. Although that's an I don't.
They
give a
got
fuck
whoopie pies.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That's an I don't give a shit day. I'm just.
I can't believe I never told you about that. Like I discovered that like at least I might have discovered that before COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
place
he's-
is saying
he's
they're around
quiet.
since 2015. This looks interesting.
Huh. All right, Cooper. I think we had news, right? We were getting there.
got some
Somehow
news.
we got sidetracked on burgers.
And burgers and dogs.
Yep. Well, someone's brought it up, and we.
All right. It's that time. Let's get all the industry news, rumor and teaser free. As always, it's time for the scoop with Coop.
Hey, yo, what's my theme music?
The Scoop with Coop. Breaking industry news. Hear it first on KMA Talk Radio and cigar-coop.com.
Koopa, what you got?
All right. We were talking about this in the green room. This week, it was announced that LT Town DeBronze announced this, that they are ending their distribution, or I should say, they didn't say who ended it, but the distribution agreement between LT Town DeBronze and STG is no more. So if a couple of years ago, there was Sandy kind of entered into an agreement, and they were going to distribute the Redemption brand. It wasn't going to be. They weren't going to distribute everything from LT Town, but it was the Redemption brand. And then they did this Redemption Nicaragua, which was being made in Nicaragua. But they announced this week, that the agreement's no more.
So I got a couple questions here.
Yeah.
Who owns those brands?
LT Town.
So
Redemption's their brand.
I got it, but I was just trying to understand, is Redemption is their brand. So it's a straight distribution deal. It's not like they made it for General, a brand for General.
Right. That's a little bit, yeah. Because they did like the Cohiba Series M's for General. Those was stuff they made for General. Yeah.
Right.
The interesting thing is, and I
wonder, what are they going to do with all that inventory?
I don't think there was a ton of that inventory because I don't think it was a huge production.
I don't think it was a huge sale.
Yeah. I was going to message you this week, Abe, but I knew you were dealing with your uncle and I didn't want to bother you, but I did ping a few retailers, and one retailer pinged me. No one was contacted on this. Like, they announced it, but no one was like told about it.
Today's the first I've heard about it.
Yeah, they didn't. STG was at least a couple of people I talked to from STG. I should have actually pinged Mealy. I didn't think of that. They would not comment. So
interesting.
Yeah. So well, they said they're going to do their own distribution now.
Bronze 30th might be might be a rare commodity now.
Yeah. So here's my question. Like they said they're going to do their own distribution. That's hard. I don't know how they're going to do that.
They're not. They're not. They're not. There's
they're talking about going to PCA next year.
Then they might be working with somebody else.
They have to be working. I have.
Yeah. Look for the second. Who released that press release?
There was nothing. I gotta give credit. Half Wheel broke the story, and that's when I first started hearing about it.
Was it a press release or is this?
It wasn't a press release. They somehow found out about it. The deal ended on July 30th. Aficionado and then myself went with it, but I think we didn't. Like I said, normally they tell the retailers this first, and I can understand that one, telling the retailer that first.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There was no press release.
If a retailer knew about it, I didn't. At least I haven't talked to one that knew about it. They did post it on social media, LT Town. So it's not like they said that basically the words of the agreement has come to an end. So I don't know who terminated it. I can't say.
Does the chat look decent on screen?
Wait, did you just click on it?
I didn't, but I saw it was there.
I did, but I can't tell.
I did.
I saw the new button. I said, "Oh, let me see what this looks like." I saw the new button, but nobody could read that.
That's why I'm looking at it on my phone now. Let me see.
It just does it on an overlay. Where's my phone? Let's see here. You and me both.
Can't get to it. Let me see. Anyway.
You can't see it on a phone.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
No, that was interesting. It came up pretty instantaneously, though.
Yeah, I use the chat now in the sidebar of StreamYard.
Right.
It's easy to follow. I can't follow it on Facebook.
No, it's tough. All right, what else you got, Cooper?
All right. This is kind of an interesting story to me, at least.
Oh wait, I didn't
what
see that.
What are you doing now? His fucking name's playing with you.
Huh?
What?
There's options.
Yeah, I know, but it's still.
Yeah.
It's a lot of there's plenty of options. You play with all. You want to start playing with options?
Just having a little fun, man. Shit. It's a new button. I never saw it. I'm like, oh, let me see what this button does.
Yeah, we got all kinds of fucking options.
Wait a second. Why did our names just pop up? Was that you?
Because I clicked the button.
Oh, which button is that one? There's so much new shit. Which button is that button? I don't even see that button.
That's show display names. Yeah, we're having fun this morning.
Hey, I can't even see show display names on this fucking thing.
Get around the corners a little bit. Hey, Cooper, what else you got before we're fucking clicking buttons? Bring us back to fucking.
I like
please.
the rounded corners. I like
it. It's a little easier on the eye.
So I actually think this is a significant story. You guys may not think this, but La Aurora this week, word has come out that they La Aurora.
I love when Coop gets my joke like 3 seconds later.
Yeah. So they announced the opening of a cigar lounge in Santiago at the Marriott Hotel, the Residence Inn by Marriott, which if you've been going to Santiago the last few years, I go every year for Pro Cigar. The last few years, there's a lot of hotels opening up, like bigger, nicer hotels. Fuente opened the lounge at the Hilton, and now La Aurora's opened one up at the Marriott. The Marriott's actually one of the Pro Cigar host hotels. And you didn't have a place to smoke cigars there, which was like, I hated it. Like for 2 years, you couldn't really smoke there, right? I'd have to take Uber and go somewhere to smoke. Well, now there's a La Aurora cigar lounge. Actually, I had a mole down there this week who, before the press release, got me all the information on it because he was there. And already industry people are showing up there. I'll just say that. So, but yeah, so I think this is a changing landscape in Santiago. What we're seeing is more of these. I think you'll see more companies opening lounges at these hotels because, like I said, they didn't have any. Now Fuente's is really nice at the Hilton, and now there's one at the Marriott, which is La Aurora. So, they're like I'm pretty excited to go see that actually, just because, like I said, it's been hard to find places to smoke for a long time at these places.
It seems like there's just overall too. There's been a big push for this new, very upscale type of lounge.
Yeah.
Right. You know that Miami one, and I'm not even considering. I'm putting whatever Jonathan Drew is doing. I feel like that's going to be on its own planet of a thing. Like I feel like,
but that's going to be a Drew Estate vibe at that thing. So. That's going to be Drew Estate's place. That's going to be there.
Yeah, but I even feel like with that, he's doing what's happening and more. Like he's going wild with it. I mean, I'm excited for it. But I feel like there's really been this push. Like you said, like we said, that new Opus One lounge at these like high end in these hotels.
I met those guys. They're nice guys. Those Opus guys. Yeah. I met them, or the X Lounge guys, I should say. So yeah, I think you're going to see a lot more of these. Like when I saw the Fuente Lounge in Santiago, I'm like, they eventually got to open one in the U.S. I don't see how they wouldn't. I mean, they had Casa Fuente, but this is kind of like the next iteration because the one in Santiago, and there's also one in Santo Domingo, which is supposed to be even nicer, and I haven't been to that one. So,
all right, new trend to look out for on our travels.
Yep.
What else you got?
All right, next story. So we were talking about anniversaries. And this actually happened right before. It happened last week. Room 101 has their 17th anniversary cigar. Now, they didn't do a 16th anniversary.
I know.
They skipped 16 and they went right to 17. So, they've been doing an anniversary cigar since the 10th every year, but the 16th. I think what happened is when they did those 15th anniversary ones in the humidors. I think that kind of, that may have taken some of the thunder, but they're back.
Sure.
Yeah. It's once again being made by AJ Fernandez. It's once again a Toro. And this year they have the purple bands on them. Limited editions. Usually they do one batch of these and they're done. Pricing $15.89. So, like I said, 17th anniversary. They skipped 16. So you can do whatever you want, Abe, with an anniversary is what I'm saying. So
true. There you have it.
Yeah. Like I said, I thought this was the first big they did the Johnny Tobacco Maduro at the trade show, but they've been a little quiet this year. I think Room 101. So this is something that's coming out as well. The purple packaging was interesting. I thought.
Are these still AJ cigars?
They're AJ cigars. Yes. The only one that wasn't an AJ cigar was the 11th, and for some reason that was an Oliva one. They did that one out
really?
of Oliva. All the other ones were AJ. Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah. So, these should start hitting the stores very, very soon.
Interesting. Yep. What else you got, Cooper?
All right, this
Always a
is the
cigar.
last story, but this was one from last week we didn't get a chance to talk about. Ferry Ortega made some headlines. They
saw
have announced they are doing a Miles Davis cigar for what would be this year would have been Miles Davis's 100th birthday. Actually, it was earlier in the year. So they have done a cigar. They're doing this in conjunction with the Miles Davis estate. So I'm assuming there was a licensing deal done with this, and they have released a Miles Davis. It is called the Milestones. Is the name of the cigar. It is a cigar that it's a Connecticut shade wrapper cigar, and it's got in the boxes they have sketches that Miles Davis was also known for his sketching as well as his music, and they have like replicas of 4 sketches. So different boxes will have different sketches in them.
Same cigars. Same cigar. Yeah,
but if you want the
4 different sketches.
Yep. And Camacho's making this cigar for them. So this one's being made in Camacho, which
interesting.
Yeah. I thought the packaging looked really cool on this. And I
like this.
I have this
And you know why I like this, Coop? Because look, Herklotz is a jazz drummer. He could probably talk to you about Miles Davis for an hour. So that's why I like this. You know what I mean? This is not just, this is within his realm. This is not
it totally is. It totally is.
You know?
I think it's a good thing for the brand.
I agree.
To do this. It's $18.50 a cigar. So they're not going to be cheap. But they've already shipped because I have it. I haven't smoked it.
We have them. We have them online, I believe.
Yeah. Yep. So I already got my hands on it. And I'm probably going to smoke it very soon. So, and one size of Toro. It's a limited production, so it's not going to be around forever with that. So
I'm pretty sure we have them. I know they came in. Double check real quick.
Supposedly the other thing, and I haven't done this yet, the boxes have a QR code with a playlist that Herklotz put together.
Oh, really?
Which I think is cool too. Yeah, I saw Oliva did something like that a few years ago with one of their releases.
Yep, we have it online.
Yeah, they did it with a class. They did a classical music release with one of those Serie V Milanios. So, all right, so you got it. So that's good. But
yeah, we
don't know which. Is there a way to know which sketch you're getting?
Sketch 1, sketch 2, sketch 3. Sketch
so you can know which sketch you're getting.
Yep.
That's cool. At least you can know that. Yeah,
I know. Smoke in. We always want you to know what the fuck you're buying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can actually get them by the box, or you can get them by the 5-pack. If you get them by the 5-pack, you're not getting the sketch. So
I really like the packaging they did on this. I thought it looked great.
But they're available
at
smokein.com, huh?
Yeah. We don't have pictures of the sketches.
Yeah, I have it on Coop. They're on Coop.
Quote sketches.
Go back.
Man, that's he did that Sketches of Spain album, which is a great album, by the way.
Let's see if I can pull on Coop.
Yeah.
Come on.
These are out already. These when Ferry Ortega announces something, they're shipping like that day. So 400 boxes. There's 400 boxes of each sketch, so it's 1,600. So you're gonna be able to get your hands on this.
Yeah, let me pull it in.
These are actual sketches that Miles did.
Yeah, take a look, Abe.
Oh yeah.
If you're into that, if you're a Miles fan, you're probably gonna want these. So
might want to throw them in the detailed images, Abe.
Dude, what do you think I'm texting Danny right fucking now?
Use the ones I have. You can use. I have actually the full.
I said, why wouldn't we be better?
Because what is sketch 1? What does that mean on the site? I don't know.
They have all 4 sketches. I'm literally texting with a screenshot of the fucking page as you're speaking. That's when you know somebody's worked with me too long. Yeah, why wouldn't you have done that?
Yeah.
Well, mind-boggling me when I work with other people, something that's just so common sense to me. It's like, why would you not thought of that, doing that?
Yeah, what is sketch 1?
Yeah, right.
What am I buying?
Am I supposed to guess?
But that's a cool release. Like I said, that fits.
I think I'm excited about this release. I'm curious, but I don't know what the cigar is going to be like. We'll see. But I like that. He did this. Like I said, it goes. Alex, you hit it on the head. This is his roots. He studied Miles Davis when he was in school. Michael, so it's I could tell.
Right. This was not just like, oh, let me pick a guy I can, make a cigar.
Yeah, I mean,
no, this was a passion project.
Right.
Yeah, you could, and I'm glad. I'm really glad it kind of gives a new identity for Ferry Ortego too. With that, I think it's a great
I agree.
great release. Yeah, I hope they can continue it somehow going forward. Actually,
Is that all? Is that all you got for the news this week?
that's all I got this week.
Does that wrap it up?
That wraps it up.
All right, everybody. Thank you for all your news this week, and for more up-to-date, always informational what's news of what's going on in our industry, always teaser and rumor free. Please go check out our friend's site at cigar-coop.com. I like to throw that little ticker at the bottom.
Thank you.
There we go. All right, what do we got next?
Tail of the tape.
Is this week one? Is this week one?
Yep, we got
Week
Surgeon.
one. Tail of the tape, new season. Let's check it out. This should be an interesting season.
Yeah, I
So,
agree.
you want to start with John's video first?
Let's say our friend, our dear
Let's do
friend
John.
John
Yep,
made a video.
that's good.
Let's see what see what our friend the surgeon has coming in at number 10 for
Casualties of Progress.
Hey everybody, Cigar Surgeon here for Tail of the Tape. This week doing number 10 and the things that should have never disappeared. For me, coming in at number 10, being unplugged. Now, I know there's a lot of advantages to being plugged in, and by unplugged, I mean not having a mobile device or a digital device connected to you. And certainly there are times where a digital device connected to you is super, super good. But I come from the time of the Gen Xers, which means you were told to leave the house. You were told not to come back until the street lights came back on. Commercials aired asking parents if they knew where their children were at 9, 10 o'clock at night. And, there was a lot of adventure and freedom and self-discovery. And I think growing up that came as a part of that. And I'd say the closest that I ever really experienced that was my travels to Cuba, certainly before they got widespread cell coverage. You would land in Cuba and you would just not have any service. And it was very relaxing and very zen and quite fantastic, to be honest. But if you've ever to hoof it 5 miles at 2 a.m. to get gas without a gas can in your car, or hoping they have a payphone and you call your buddy to come pick you up on the freeway or interstate, that's not a lot of fun. So certainly there are some downsides, but that's my number 10, being unplugged.
Interesting.
Good one. It was a good one. I didn't have that one. That's a good one, though.
Definitely worthy. I will not confirm whether I have it or don't have it, but interesting.
I don't have it. Yeah.
I'll go next at number 10. Mine is basically at the core level, one of the most simplest things. Kids playing outside. You don't see it anymore. We spend hours exploring, going out. Nobody knows, like he said, don't come home until the lights come on.
I was just going to say the term come home when the lights go on doesn't exist anymore.
I think the screens and structured schedules have replaced a lot of that imaginative play that's missing from a lot of kids' lives these days. I think it's having some kind of unstructured adventure, I think, is very important in the developmental years of kids, and they get robbed of a lot of that. That was my pick at number 10.
Good one. That's a very good.
What do you got, Coca?
We were talking about this kind of earlier in the show. How sports has become a big business right now. And my number 10 was the scheduled doubleheader baseball games.
Wow.
I remember when the baseball schedule would come out, I would look to see when there was, my family would look to when the doubleheaders were, because they would schedule 2 doubleheaders. They scheduled 2 games. They were scheduled. And whether you went to the Phillies games, they had daytime ones, they had the twilight ones. Those are gone. They don't.
There's
do
no
that.
more. There's no more double headers ever.
Not scheduled. If there's a rain,
Only
that's
if
the
like there was a mist and if it's a makeup. Only if it's
Yeah,
like a makeup game.
And now they do, and a lot of times they'll do what they call day night doubleheaders, where you have to. They don't give you both games. They'll play the 2 games the same day, but you don't get the game. You don't get to go to both games.
They want you to buy 2 tickets.
Yeah, because they don't want it. They lose a sale when they did that. I mean, the logic was years ago you put those on there to try to sell some of the games that maybe weren't going to sell. But occasionally, like I know Yankees would put a Red Sox doubleheader in there occasionally. So I mean, I remember seeing some of those. The Phillies had Pirates ones occasionally, but
I don't think I could sit for 2 baseball games in a row.
I loved it. It was so much fun, and you'd have that nice break between the games. It was you go to 2 games. Yeah, it was 2 games. It was great, So they're gone.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah,
that's an interesting one. Alex.
All right, so for my number 10, I stayed in tune. I kind of stayed in tune with my number 10 from the previous season, which was Inventions in My Lifetime, was the Super Soaker. So my number 10 for this week, it just occurred to me, I haven't seen one in forever. The whoopee cushion. Where has the whoopee? Why do?
Oh my goodness, that's a great one.
I mean, because there was a time where, and you guys got kids, so you'll be. They got relegated to like, you may get a little whoopee cushion in the kids' birthday bag that you came home because they were part of the dollar store toys that you could throw in a bag.
Gag gifts, like a hand buzzer. Hand buzzer.
I haven't seen a nice fat seat size whoopee cushion.
All right.
It's called
those pink ones. I used to get those pink ones.
The pink whoopee cushion.
Yes.
Hold on. Do you remember the hand buzzers that never really shocked anybody?
Yes.
Yeah, it never really made a shock. It like vibrated in your hand.
Yeah, I missed that stuff. That shit.
Yeah.
I think that goes like with video games right now. Why things like that have gone out of fashion.
Right.
But you do know that we had whoopee cushions at the Great Smoke this year.
No, I did not know that.
It was one of the gifts you got. It was one of the gifts you got with the ring toss or whatever the carnival games
was it?
Yeah. That's why it's funny you said that. I can't tell you the last time I saw one. It's like we had it at the Great Smoke. There were mini ones,
but they were
like small ones.
It was like a thing you had as a kid. You had a whoopee cushion. It was in your It was in your room. It was in your whatever your bedroom or something. You had a whoopee cushion that you'd pull.
Man, I think I went too deep on my picks.
No. Like I said, I stayed lighthearted for fucking.
My number 9 is gonna be more sentimental. You'll see, but some of them are sentimental too. But yeah.
All right. Whatever adjustment I made ruined the way the comments look. You can barely read them now. Got to figure out where I adjusted that mess.
Chinese finger. I just smoked one of them on the show recently. Who
cigar.
was that? That's the Chinese
Moya
finger
Ruiz.
trap.
It's my cousin. I think it's my cousin. I can't tell because he's got a big F on his face, but I think it's my cousin. my cousin's son, but yeah, he's my cousin. First cousin's son. I don't know. What do you call that? What is your first cousin's son?
Second cousin. Your second cousin.
Second cousin.
Is that what a second cousin actually is?
Second cousin. Yep.
That's my second cousin then. There you go. All right. Well, that concludes week 1 of Tail of Tape. Did Carlos make you a leaderboard?
No, I don't. That's my fault. He doesn't have the list. I'll get it to him this week.
Got it.
But yeah, kicked it off.
All right, kicked it off. Not a bad start. No. Its first cousin once removed. Is that what it is? The names. I gotta figure out where I changed it. I gotta figure out where I changed those. Oh, I know what
I'll do it.
Styles. I got it. Classic. It's classic or bubble? A bubble?
I mean, really, it's none. Everybody knows who the fuck we are.
No, but what I'm saying is that adjustment must have changed how the comments.
Yeah,
go.
It's bubble. It's regular bubble.
Okay. No, it's not. Classic. Classic.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Sorry, folks. If you weren't here 10 minutes ago, Abe and I were having fun playing with buttons.
We're discovering all the new little features on StreamYard. All right. We're getting to the end of this epic Saturday morning. Best way to start your Saturday in traditional fashion. The fine folks at Drew Estate would like to know from us and all of you out there. Oh, you don't have one?
I told you.
You told me we needed more. You didn't tell me we were out.
As in we're out. We're out. Yeah, there was only a couple of those liquor ones. We need some more. We need a few more.
If I known, I would have thought of one during the thing.
I didn't know you thought I meant I had one. And
all right, play the intro of Would You Rather.
oh, see that? Abe's gonna go on the fly. I like it. Here we go.
Play the intro of Would You Rather. See what we got here. Trying to see if I can. Nope, not good. I really thought I'd come up with more fucking creative ones. Oh, this one might be interesting. I got to reread this again. This one's actually tough. Would you rather discover your entire life? Oh, okay. Here's a little mind bender of a question. I had to read it twice to understand it. Would you rather discover that your entire life has been a simulation, or discover that you're the only person who isn't simulated? Yeah, it's a thinker.
All right. So wait. Do I get to carry on after I've discovered that everything is a simulation?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like you discover it now. Like right now, you're told that your whole life is a simulation. None of this is real, or everything is real, not real, but you. I wonder what that does to a psyche. Do I rather want to be the real person, or do I want to be the simulated person?
I feel like I want to be the real person.
Yeah, that's me.
And
Because now I can move a little differently. I have a different understanding.
Yeah,
Of, you know what I mean?
I have a little more control of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I start thinking of like if you watch Pluribus on Apple TV.
Right? Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess I'd want to be the real person too. But then
real person.
Kind of be a little depressing.
Did you watch Pluribus, by the way?
Yes.
Pluribus annoyed me for a while until the guy showed up. Because it took about 3 episodes.
Right.
Because the whole I'm like, well, how the fuck is? And here comes the guy on Air Force One with all the way. I'm like, there's the guy. Somebody had to be doing that. Yeah. So
Right.
you tell me it's a simulation. I'm looking for how I can Pluribus this thing. Get everybody working for me.
No, I do think I'd be able to be the person. I think it'll be a little bit depressing to know that there's nobody real around you, though.
Right.
Speaking of which, before we air off, 2 new shows. 2 new shows, short 1 seasons. They just came out. I don't even think there's going to be a second season for the other one. Both Emmy nominated. One's with my favorite, one of my favorite guys, Carell. The Rooster. It's on HBO. It's fun comedy, great writing, great acting. Very entertaining. But one that I got caught off guard, who has really some of my favorite actors. Jason Bateman's one of my favorite actors. I love him. One of my favorite actors. I've been watching Jason Bateman since he was 12 years old, probably, in What's Your Move? He had a comedy show, What's Your Move? He was a child with a single mom, hot blonde mom, and the neighbor across the street was the guy from Married with Children, the original Steve before they switched Steve out, the other guy. He was the guy, and he always was trying to hit on Jason's mother, and it was a great series. So I've been watching him for years, and it's David Harbour's in it, and it is a dark and not dark. It's some of the best writing I've seen, and it's such an emotional, fucking crazy, wild show. But I really liked it. I just finished this. It's only 7 episodes. I just finished episode DTF St. Louis.
What's it on?
Yeah.
HBO. Both of them, I think, are on HBO. DTF St. Louis, and it's a wild journey. And the rating is so good. I'll just say this without ruining it for anybody if they end up watching it. One of the topics or scenes in there is something like I really don't care for. I'd be turned off watching whatever. But the writing is so good that I find it didn't really bother me, and you really start feeling for these people. It's a good show. It's a good show. Amazing character-driven acting, great acting by everybody. If David Harbour doesn't get at minimum nominated, I don't know if he got nominated or not, but this guy should win an Emmy for that performance. And I'm a bigger Jason Bateman fan. David Harbour should, without a doubt, win an Emmy for this performance. He's very chubby, and he literally had to wear 2 prosthetics the whole show because they want him to be overweight. One was a vest that he wore, which was really easy to put on because he'd have clothes on. But in scenes when his shirt was off, they literally had to make this prosthetic and blend it in with his love handles and everything so that he could walk around looking really fat. Because, this guy's gone from fat to thin, even on Stranger Things. Like, he went from being overweight, chubby to buff. I was trying to figure, is this guy really losing and gaining weight every fucking show? Because when he's without his shirt, some actors do. But when he's without his shirt, it looks real. I mean, it's like, when you got clothes on, you can say, oh, he's got something underneath. But no, he actually wore a 30-pound prosthetic for doing that series. So crazy. So check it out. Otherwise, that's all we got for you, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this fine Saturday morning. We hope we entertained you. We hope we had a little fun. Thanks for sharing a smoke with us. And we'll all be back next week to do it all again. Until then, keep it lit.